Dame Dash's biggest regret about Big Pimpin' will change everything you thought you knew about this classic song. This story has layers of controversy, regret, and reflection. We're talking about none other than Dame Dash and his infamous involvement in Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' music video. Now, if you've been following hip-hop for as long as I have, you know that Big Pimpin' was more than just a track. It was a cultural phenomenon. But behind all the flashy visuals and catchy hooks, there's a story of regret and personal growth. And who better to tell that story than Dame Dash himself? First off, let's take it back a bit. In the late 90s to the early 2000s, hip-hop music videos were often critiqued for their misogynistic nature. Big Pimpin' was no exception. The track featured iconic verses by Bun B and Pimp C. But it also birthed Dame Dash's comical machismo persona. His actions like dousing women with sticky, expensive champagne was perceived as normal back then. However, 17 years later, Dame Dash looks back at those moments with a different perspective. In a conversation he had with TMZ, Dame expressed his embarrassment over his past behavior. Dame said, "When I was young and in hip-hop, I knew that with disrespecting women, you got a positive response from it. I look at things like Big Pimpin' and I'm embarrassed by it." Dame's perspective changed a lot after having children, especially daughters. He realized the importance of respecting women, not just as a father, but as a human being. He said, "I wouldn't want my daughter to go through that, and if I ever saw my son Boogie doing that, we would have some serious issues. When I had daughters, I realized that I would never do anything to a girl that I wouldn't want done to my own daughter." Dame previously apologized for his actions connected to the video back in 2014. Dame said, "There's things that I see that I did on videos when I was younger that I be like, dang, I was bugging. Champagne Dame, that dude, he was bugging. I don't even know that guy. If my son even did that, I would be appalled. I'm sorry to all the girls that I poured champagne on. I'm not going to say because it was Champagne Dame, but I'm not going to say that excuses it, but I do apologize. I really do. I wouldn't do that now." Dame's larger conversation with TMZ centered on his issues with Harvey Weinstein during the creation of Paid in Full. As the story goes, Dash allegedly slapped the producer over disagreements about the film. Since the movie was distributed by Weinstein's Miramax Films, the producer demanded a say in how the project was executed. He said, "Someone did get smacked on the set, and I had to go to court about it. Harvey was not trying to put out my movie, and I had to get aggressive. And if I didn't, you probably wouldn't have seen it." This urban myth was brought back into the mainstream thanks to Cam'ron's Once Upon a Time track. Dame even said, "I felt that he was disrespecting black culture and also the culture of women. I decided not to work with him even though it was unpopular and people from my own culture like Just Blaze and Wood Harris would publicly say I approached it wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to stand by my morals. If I feel that somebody is hurting other people, then I'm going to make sure other people know about them." Now let's talk about something else that Dame brought up. Dame Dash has alleged Jay-Z was rapping about his life on a 2000 hit single, Big Pimpin'. In a conversation with the Moguls in the Making podcast, Dame was asked to confirm rumors that Big Pimpin' wasn't about Jay-Z's bachelor lifestyle. Some people say that Jay-Z was rapping Dame's life. The topic came up after one of the show hosts mentioned Future rapping the line, "Big Pimpin', rocking with her like I'm Dame Dash" on the song Fried, She's a Vibe, off the album We Don't Trust You. According to Dame, everything Jay said in that song was trying to imitate him. Dame stated he was the actual CEO and the one who was actually living the Big Pimpin' lifestyle. Dame said, "Everything Jay said, he was pretending to be me. Yes. Who's the CEO? Who was Big Pimpin'? Who was doing all those things? It was me." Dame first confirmed the rumor during an interview on the My Expert Opinion podcast, during which he stated he was happy that Future mentioned him in the verse. Dame even said, "Future was talking about my past and the present. He said Big Pimpin' like Dame Dash. I didn't make that record. N-words know it was about me." The song was the fifth and final single on Jay-Z's Volume 3 Life and Times of Sean Carter album, and it was produced by Timbaland. It peaked at number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100. Bun B and Pimp C are featured in the song as well, even though it is well documented that Pimp C really didn't want nothing to do with that song or Jay-Z. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal in 2010, Jay admitted he was disappointed in the song's lyrics and denounced making the song in the first place. Jay said, "Some lyrics become really profound when you see them in writing. Not Big Pimpin', that's the exception. It was like, I can't believe I said that, and kept saying it. What kind of animal would say this sort of thing?" Reading it was really harsh. Alright, so that's what Jay-Z said. So what does this all mean? Well, for one, it shows that even the biggest names in hip-hop are capable of growth and change. Dame Dash's regret over Big Pimpin' is a testament to his personal evolution and the lesson he's learned over the years. It also highlights the impact of fatherhood on shaping one's views and actions. Dame's reflection on his past behavior serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of respecting women. And it shows how much our actions can change when we think about how they affect the people we care about the most. This story also sheds light on the often untold behind-the-scene dynamics of the music industry. From Dame's beef with Harvey Weinstein to the story of Big Pimpin', there's always more to the story than what meets the eye. Dame's willingness to speak out about these issues, even if it means admitting past mistakes, is commendable. It's not easy to own up to your wrongs, especially in a public forum, but it's a necessary step in the journey towards becoming a better person. As fans, we need to recognize that our favorite artists, they human too. They make mistakes, they grow, and they learn. And sometimes their biggest regrets become the most important lessons. Now, I'm not saying don't listen to the song. I love the song personally. I just give Dame and Jay their credit for owning up to the image they portrayed. So what do y'all think about Dame Dash's reflections on Big Pimpin'? Do you think he's genuine in his regret, or is it all just for show? And how do you feel about the allegations that Jay-Z was rapping about Dame Dash's life in that song? Drop your thoughts down below in the comment section. The Big Pimpin' controversy is unfortunately just one of many regrets Dame Dash has when it comes to Jay-Z. Fast forward all these years later, and Dame won't even be able to monetize from all his hard work with Roc-a-Fella Records. Click the video on the screen to hear how Dame Dash's stake in Roc-a-Fella Records is now being auctioned off by the U.S. Marshals to cover his debts. Peace.